Warning, this animation might be cringy because Calvin is an inexperienced animator. Enjoy and grab the popcorn.
Hello, welcome to an animation created by Calvin and Joshua. This will explain almost everything we learned from Nick. Enjoy the animation. Let's head upstairs for our first part. Part 1. Method you can do to save energy and water, and fill in the blank. So currently I am about to take a shower, but I don't want to be in freezing cold water. So let's just wait for hot water. But all that cold water is being wasted. So why not put a bucket and use those water later in our lives, like watering plants? You shouldn't charge at night before going to bed, but you should charge in the morning and checking it every few minutes. Fun tip: when charging with airplane mode, it charges faster by 5 times. If you want to be extreme, you can take a cold shower, also called a marine shower. According to scientists, it's good for your health and saves energy, so it's a win-win. Also, for the charging at day part, there is this thing called a simple auto shut off outlet, which you can set an amount of time for, and after that amount of time, the outlet would shut off. It costs like $30 on Amazon. Turn off the lights when not in a room or when it's not dark and does not require light. Speaking about dark, use natural light as much as you can. That might be from the sun, or use a candle and hope it doesn't burn your house down. Hanging your clothes can save energy from a dryer. It can dry faster in the sun, which is outside, or you can just hang it inside, but it won't dry as fast inside. If you are going to hang clothes inside, it's best to hang it near a window that gets the most sunlight. Some heat suggestions are 60 degrees max for your water heater. Another suggestion for your temperature during winter is 19 when not at home, or sleeping as you have a blanket, and 21 when at home. When shopping, don't use plastic bags, but use reusable bags. If you can't use a reusable bag, use the plastic bag, but keep it just in case if you need it, like if you need to put your swim gear in it. Part 2. What we learned from Nick: the greenhouse gas effect. Our Earth isn't doing so well. One of those reasons is because of the greenhouse effect. The sun's radiation is sent to the Earth, but to prevent the Earth from being too hot or too cold, we have the atmosphere. It keeps some of the radiation and bounces off the rest. Without it, the Earth would be 18 degrees Celsius. When it is 15 degrees Celsius in the atmosphere, there are little particles bouncing off heat to not make the Earth too hot. But when we use things that release CO2, it releases more particles, causing the Earth to be warm. First, we have water vapor with the chemical formula H2O. I don't really know how to explain this, but it's sort of like steam from boiling water. It comes from sublimation of ice. Clouds are made out of greenhouse gas as well. If you are wondering why you shouldn't touch it or the water that is releasing it, because it traps heat. It blocks heat, So it may be really hot. Second, we have carbon dioxide with the chemical formula CO2. It is released by factories and volcanoes. It comes from living organisms such as animals, plants, bacteria, and fungus. And plants can also breathe in CO2 and breathe out fresh oxygen. It is made by carbon and oxygen and has the most effect to global warming. Third is methane with chemical formula CH4. It is made by carbon and hydrogen. Mostly comes from the wetlands and natural gas. It traps a lot of heat, which means it probably burns. Fourth and last is nitrous oxide, or the chemical formula N2O. It is mostly used for pain reliefs, like during surgery. It is released by some factories and power plants. Light bulbs. We have three types of light bulbs. First, we have LED, which stands for light emitting diode. This is one of the most energy efficient light bulbs out there. This light bulb does not produce any heat, but some parts might be a little warm. When on for a while, the second light bulb is CFI, which stands for Canadian Football League. It's actually CFL. I mean, the compact fluorescent light.
Which does produce a lot of heat in a short amount of time. Did you know that CFL uses 75% less energy than incandescent bulbs and lasts 10 times longer? Speaking about incandescents, last on the list is the incandescent bulbs. This type of light bulb wastes a lot of energy and generates heat really quickly. But when in visible light, it can glow. Consider the following. Want to know if you have air leaks in your window or doors? If you do, you're gonna love this. There's two ways you can do this. Open your window or door and put a piece of paper in it. Close it and then pull it. If it comes out, air leak alert. If it rips or doesn't come out, you are in the safe zone. Another method is you can place a candle next to the window or door, and if it blows out, you know what that means. And if it doesn't blow out, then you also know what that means. The end. Thanks for watching, guys. Goodbye. This is cringy, I know.